Listen, I'm finna give y'all the number one tactic. Now listen when I say this. This is not no 100% fail-proof plan to get a bitch to kiss you, right? Don't come on. MJ said this is gonna work 10 out of 10 times. 100 out of 100 bitches, they gonna kiss me. I didn't say that, man. I didn't say that. Ain't nothing gonna be perfect. But this is how you set yourself up in a situation with a female. And guys, I don't want y'all to think that, listen, unless you a 10 out of 10 in her eyes already, and you come in the club or you come on the scene, you come on the date, you show up, and she sees you and she's like, damn, if you just doing it for her, like your look, the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you looking at her in her eyes, if everything is on point, everything hitting the mark, listen, the shit gonna roll. The shit gonna work. The more attractive you are to a female, the higher the efficiency, the higher rate is gonna work. But in a case where, because some of you guys, if you're not that, right? If you might not be 10 out of 10, you might be 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 6 out of 10, you raise your interest and you chilling with her in like a one-on-one scenario in a situation like that. On my video with the one night stand, y'all know how I was like, okay, escalate, kind of, pull her to the side, take her outside on the balcony or somewhere y'all can get some one-on-one time. Go for a walk down the side of the street and then, chill out of somewhere where y'all could be one-on-one. So you could really get, you could really start trying to like, turn her on and get her in that mode, get her in that zone so you can escalate to this kind of stuff. I mentioned that, but you have to be in a situation like that. You can't just be in the middle of a group of people and then expecting a bitch to just come out the door and kiss you. It ain't always gonna work like that. That's not the best situation for that shit to happen. Not in the middle of people, not in a group of people, not where you kind of exposed publicly, where females can't get as freaky as they want to, they ain't as comfortable as they want to in that situation. Unless you that 10 out of 10, like I said, and you just do it for her, well, she just gonna do whatever the hell you want to do. Bitch, bend over and shake your ass in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? Unless you got the bitch on command like that, I don't want to hear it. All right? You're going to have this chick in some kind of, you're going to have to build some kind of rapport up. You're going to have to raise her interest up. I know some of y'all think you should just have the pussy like that. It ain't always going to work like that for you. Billy, Bob, whoever the fuck. It ain't always going to be like that. You got to set yourself up for the situation. All right? So let's say you've already did the groundwork. You've already done all that shit. Okay. It's you and this girl in a private moment, in a private setting. Now, guys, what you want to do is, number one, you got to be relaxed. Okay, you got to have couth. You got to have couth. If y'all sitting here on the steps and shit and y'all chilling and you beside her on the steps, my nigga, lean back, get some fucking swag about you or some shit. Get cool, lean your ass back, my nigga. You ain't got to be Fat Joe. Lean your ass back and chill. Don't be all tensed up and overly, oh shit, it's now the right time to lean in and kiss her. Should I grab her? Should I squeeze my lips together and then squeeze hers together and bring her face closer to mine? Relax, bro. I need you to chill, get some couth, and relax. Okay, let the move get set. Kinda let the girl look at you. All right, look back at the girl. Make eye contact with her. Deep, heavy eye contact. It can't be weird. That's why she got to be in that mode. She got to be in that zone. You already have to have the setting of, okay, we finna make something happen here. Things need to have already been escalated sexually prior to this point. You just bringing that vibe back again, except you're doing it with your eyes. Okay, you looking at her deep into her eyes. She looking back at you. She might get a little shy. You see her body language. She might, kind of be like, closing up a little bit, or she might get a little more open. If she's shy, she's going to close up a little bit, but, she might look down, but she'll look back at you and, try to keep that energy there. If she don't want to have it, it's going to be rejected. You should know when a bitch is not feeling your vibe, all right? At this point, you got to know that. If she's reciprocating it, y'all, she will usually get a little more open. She might be a little shy about it, look down to be a little submissive, and that's what, kind of turns us on, we looking at her with that intent, with that, masculine energy, right? Like we trying to do something, we trying to escalate, and they kind of look down like a little bit, but she's still open. Her body language is open. She might move her legs towards you or turn her legs towards you and, turn her face towards you. All good signs, right? All good signs. So when she does this, right, you want to get closer, Okay, y'all start to get a little bit closer, and she kind of leans back a little bit, but maybe you're still coming closer. She still wants you to lead, y'all. You always need to lead regardless, but you want to ease your way into it. That's why you start off relaxed and you kind of ease your way into it. You continue to look at her. Now listen, when you're moving in closer, it's going to come a point in time, like, you don't want to continue to move in closer looking at her eyes and then headbutt the bitch. Okay? After a couple seconds, when you start initially moving in closer, you kind of want to flip-flop. Okay, you starting to look at her lips. All right, start staring at her lips. Don't even look at her eyes anymore. Start staring at her lips. Continue to move in closer. No more eyes. Okay, you might glance back at her eyes again, give her some of that, heavy eye contact. Go back to the lips. Stare right at the lips. You need to be licking your lips. You need to be coming with the seductive energy, the seductive vibe. You need to be licking your lips. Okay, looking up back at her again, looking back at her lips again, biting your lip. You know what I'm saying? And then you just stop. You don't get all the way close in unless you feel her like, kind of pulling you in. If her energy is pulling you in and she wants you to just go for the money, do your thing. What I like to do, okay, I like to stop when I'm a comfortable distance from her. Now, this whole time, I'm still staring at her lips. You know what I'm saying? I'm licking my lips. I'm putting on the moves, right? You got to be putting on the moves. You got to be laying that shit down. Now, I typically hold it right there. If this chick, listen, if you raise her interest, y'all, if you've gotten this chick to a point where, she's reciprocating all that energy, she giving it right back to you, and you leaned in and you stop, you pause, she gonna come forward and try to kiss you. She gonna come forward. She might grab your face, pull you in. Okay, this shit happens all the time. Now, I'm not finna cat with y'all. At this point, if you've built the interest and she's there in the moment with you, right, and y'all both on this same frequency, she gonna lean in to kiss you. All right, that's usually how it goes. Now, in case where it doesn't, sometimes you're gonna have to do this and then kind of, pull back. Or maybe, she like kind of flirtatiously giggles and stuff and she turns away or some shit. Okay, you're gonna have to try again, brother. You're gonna have to try again. Okay, you might just need to warm her up a little bit more. When you get that shit to the peak and you pause and you stop and you still staring at her lips, licking your lips and just putting on the moves, she gonna bust a move. Okay, when it's at the peak, she finna bust a move, y'all. I'm telling you, she finna bust a move. Now, if she don't bust a move, the next time I might, grab her thigh, stroke her leg real quick and try to like pull her closer in, but just with a smooth stroke of the leg. Now, at that point, once you initiate the physical contact, when y'all are that close and you still giving her all that, all that good sexual energy, she gonna want to get physical with you too. That's when she should take the initiative to pull you in or to grab your face and kiss you. Okay, either you pause and you let that kind of reel her in, or if the first time it didn't work, the next time you reach in for the physical contact and you kind of lead her that way and let her reciprocate that. So then she kind of pulls you in with her physical contact to kiss you, or she initiates it. Now, if you seeing her licking her lips too, that's why you want to lick your lips. Because this is what happens. She follows your lead like this, fellas. When you leaning forward, she's going to kind of get that energy. Okay, she starts leaning forward. You staring at her eyes, she's staring back at you. You start staring at her lips. Now she's staring at your lips. You start licking your lips, biting your lips. You know what I'm saying? Getting them ready for the moment y'all finna have. She starts doing the same thing. It's always a give and take. It's always you leading and she following. So when you pause, it's kind of like how you pull back to gain a bitch interest, right? It's like you was leading her there and then you just stop. That's an attention grabber for the female. So that makes her want to pull through. You've already led it to this point. Now she got to put the rest of that effort forward and finish that shit. Okay, I shit you not, this is the number one thing that I do. I do it every single time I'm with a chick. Most of the time it works. I'd be lying if I told y'all this shit don't work. It's at least 70-80% efficiency. For me, it's at least got to be 80. I would say it works at least 80% of the time. It really just depends because, guys, when you more picky with a female, you not finna get in a situation like that unless the female's attractive enough, right? And she's got to see you that way too. So I set myself up in situations where, these females are going to be willing to get into this kind of thing with me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all shouldn't be picking up random side bitches and bitches that just got, you know, trash interest in you and then expecting shit to work out. You gotta set yourself up for it. It's levels to the shit. Set yourself up on the pedestal so the bitch can meet you there. All right, she gonna want to come and get you. She gonna want to come and kiss you. She gonna want to come and fuck you if you set it up that way.